All right.
We are live with Margaret.
Right. That's better than
Live.
alternate, right?
So how are you doing?
Aloha.
Aloha, aloha. How is Hawaii?
Oh, I'm sorry to tell you this, but it's paradise here.
Ah, that's paradise, but this is heaven.
Yes. Well, I can have paradise, you can have heaven, and sometimes we can meet in each other's places.
I love that. I love the way you think.
Yes. Well,
So,
I am very, very excited to be able to interview you today. And
thank you.
I wanted you to share a little bit about your background so that people on my Facebook page can understand, everyone else too, can understand something about who you are as a person and how you came to be doing what you're doing.
Okay, good. So I'm an Israeli. When I was born, some of you know my story. I was born with my 2 feet pointing backward, and because of that, I was 6 years in cast up to my hip, and every 3-4 days they will cut the cast and break the feet. So eventually the feet are pointing forward, but they cannot move. And the doctor said that basically I have no future.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So that was a very interesting situation, but it didn't really affect me because from a very young age, I realized that I'm not my body.
Ah, that made all the difference.
I realized I'm not my body, and I realized that I am not serving my body. I'm using my body. I'm telling my body what to do. So I ignored what the doctor said, and to run fast forward, at the age of 18, everyone in Israel goes to the army. I went to the army. I got the highest profile possible because there was no computers. I didn't tell them about what happened, so they didn't know. They used to just ask you, do you have any medical problem? I said no. Meanwhile, I can hardly walk. So basically, I became a diver in the Israeli army. I went to the submarine. I became a diver. It's a 2 years course. We started 4,000 people. We ended up 21 people after 2 years. And how I did it is because I really understood that, and it was really clear to me that I'm telling the body what to do and not the body telling me what to do. And that's viewpoint carry me throughout life. I'm telling the physical universe what to do and not the opposite way. And so over the years, people know that, and people tell me that the physical universe surrender to me.
Yes, I have seen it.
Rather than me surrendering to the physical universe. And that's a big difference. And it's only a viewpoint. It's not that I have a special power. It's not that I'm in any way have a spatial something, nothing. It's just a decision. It's just a decision. And I made that decision. And most people continuously, nonstop, every day, prove to themselves that the physical universe is senior to them. And the more you prove to yourself that the physical universe is senior to you, the more useless you become. You want to be successful. You need to know that you create the physical universe. You are not reacting to the physical universe. You are first, then the physical universe. You have to really get that you don't actually see something. So most people think that there's a piece of light that hits something, and it hits something, then it hits your eyes, and then it's excites your brain, and then you see the thing. Yes?
Right.
I know it's not like that. I know that it's like that. I decide that there is a cigar here. And then to make myself right, I get a piece of light to come to the cigar that I put there, that hits my eyes, hits my brain, and telling me it's there. You put it there. How do I prove it? Because just if it ever happened to you that you look for keys and you couldn't find them, and you say, I cannot find them, I cannot find them, and then you call your wife and she says, here they are, and all of a sudden they're not there. You put it there. If you decide they are not there, if you somehow think that something is not there, you can look 20 times, it will not be there.
Yes.
You decide that I go to the gym and I do I don't know, bench press, and I can do, let's say, 8 reps, and that's it. I'm on number 8. I cannot do anymore. But then there's a blonde that goes by. Of course, I can do another 2. I decide. I put it there. It is really the level of your conviction of how close you are that define who you will be, what you will do, and what you will have. How much money you have, how successful you are, has only to do with one thing. How big is your urge to surrender to the physical universe? Most people have a strong urge to surrender to the physical universe, which means they're constantly looking around to find reasons to fail. Yes. Instead of constantly creating. So they always look around and they say, okay, well, they go to do push-ups and they start to think all the reason why they cannot. Well, I didn't eat, I didn't sleep enough, I didn't do push-ups for a long time, so they cannot. I had one seminar. Yeah, go ahead.
Mine.
Yeah, it happens a lot. I had one guy that came to me in a seminar and told me, you cannot do 7-minute planks, because I never done planks before that. And I said, I can. And I went down and I've done 7-minute planks without any preparation. How come?
Wow.
Just because I decided. Just because I decided that I can.
Yes.
Now, most people will find it almost impossible, or they think that I have special powers or nothing. No, I'm too weak to fail. I'm not experienced failure.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And,
yeah.
and you have had tremendous success in business.
Yeah.
What are your proudest accomplishments in the business area?
Everything.
Everything.
Everything. Basically, what I'm really proud of is that I'm helping.
Yes.
My intention is always to help. My intention is always to help, even if it doesn't seem like it. My intention is always to help, and this intention is there not because I'm helping only, because I always decide that the other person wants to help me, even if it hurts me. I know that his intentions are good, because I see good in everyone. It's not that I ignore the bad, but I choose to see the good. So 99% I see the good and 1% bad. So because most of my attention is on the creation, the minus, the bad become almost not important. But if I will put most of my attention on what's wrong, the what's wrong become important, and you will never forward. You never go forward. I've seen that in any area. You see people start a new startup, a new company. They want to start a new company, and they look at all the limitations that they have and what they don't have, how they are not like others, all the bad things. And the more you look at the bad things, the less you will progress. Because
that's so important, particularly today. We're so divided as a society, and we're so focused on finding fault and finding what's wrong with the other side. And it's just overwhelming and very demoralizing.
Yeah, very true. Because when a person, how can someone attack me? How can someone come and attack me? In order to attack someone, if someone attacks me, I need to resist. Yes. Right. Now, if I don't resist, he cannot attack me. I can try to push something that's not there. I cannot shoot at nobody. If there's nobody, I cannot shoot him. So I need to be in opposition to someone for him to hurt me or to attack me. So when I give an opinion, when I give a piece of data out, I show a piece of data that in my view, it's the data, and someone come to me and tell me how wrong it is, I know for sure, 100%, that person, what he's actually telling me is, look, I want to help you to be as good as me, because it's good for him, it's good. Yes, it's good. For him, that's viewpoint help. So he wants to help me. If I'm stupid, I will resist that help. But if I'm smart and I understand that he just wants to help me, he's telling me that I'm stupid, that is where I want to help you. He doesn't know exactly how to help me, so he calls me stupid. But he actually wants to help me. If you understand that, all of a sudden, when he tells you stupid, you can actually genuinely, not just as a show, tell him thank you, not because someone told you that you need to acknowledge him, not because you're some kind of a machine, but because you really understand that from his viewpoint, he wants to help you. And so you can understand his viewpoint. You can really understand his viewpoint from his circumstances. The place that he's there, you can understand. I'm sure that everyone can have had a situation where something happened to you that never happened to you before, and all of a sudden you realize what it is. So for example, you've seen a friend that his girlfriend left him, and he was sad for a long time, and you thought that he was a little bit over-exaggerating, and like, come on, get over it. She's just a woman, or he's just a man, and there's so many women around and so many men around. There's 7-8 billion people in the world. What are you so hung up on her? Until it happens to you.
Yes.
To you change the viewpoint, and all of a sudden that one woman is the most important thing in the whole universe, and there's no 7 million or 7 billion people on the earth. There's only her. The viewpoint change is just a viewpoint, and you couldn't see it before. So you need to assume that every person has a viewpoint that from his position, from his location in space, it's very true to him, and he's trying to do the best he can from that viewpoint. And the only way you can help him is understand him, genuinely understand him.
That's amazing. I think that's very helpful for people to understand that, because there's just so much noise out there. You don't know what to do about it all, but that's very, very good. Now, what about, I know that you have taught a lot about this in this area about doubt. And we certainly have a lot of doubts in this current environment, doubts about, where should we invest our money, or what should I do about my health, or, any number of things. How can you help people with that?
So the first thing that you need to know about doubt, that for as long as you're in doubt, you basically say that you cannot decide. So doubt is a manifestation of indecision. Yes?
Yes.
Now, there is no such thing as bad decision, and no such thing as good decision. There's only decision or not. So what makes a decision good or bad, because there's no such thing as bad decision, is the number of decisions that you make. If you make a lot of decisions, it will become good because you're cause. If you make a little number of decisions, any decision you will lose. What makes you win the doubt is the number of decisions,
really?
Not quality of decision. Yes, if I make a decision, I have a business, I make decision, and something goes wrong, and I can make a decision, then wonderful. But most of the people goes like that. They make a decision, and it doesn't work, but they want to be right, so they don't change their mind, so they cannot make a decision. A doubt.
Stop.
Yeah, a doubt is a manifestation of an effort to be right, not to do the right thing.
Oh, yes.
A doubt is a manifestation of an effort to be right, not to do the right thing. Big difference.
Wow.
Yeah,
Now that reminds me of something else that I think is very important, and that is that issue about um, wanting to be interesting rather than interested. And there's a very definite difference between the two that can really help you or hurt you. Could you explain some more about that?
Yeah. So at any given situation, you can either be cause or effect, plus or minus, contributing or consuming. You can be the creator of energy or the user of energy. Yes. So you can either, so creator is the person that brings something out of nothing. The user is someone that changes energy. Any person that deals with energy, that changes energy, is actually unbeknown to him using it.
Ah,
You understand? So you
yeah,
either bring
yeah.
something out of nothing, you put an idea and you push something into the physical universe, or you just change the physical universe, or you are the effect of the physical universe. So for as long as you are cause, for as long as you bring something out of nothing, you are actually interested. Why? Because you take nothing and you bring something out and you say, whoa, you are interested. You want to help the other person. You want to give him. You want to create. And you're alive because alive things create. When you are interesting, you are dead. What is interesting? Anything that is dead. This is interesting. My shirt is interesting. My face is interesting. But I, the spirit, is interested. When a person creates a piece of art, he's interested. When he tried to become interesting, he stopped creating and he's tried to become something. Even if he's tried to be something like his previous self, like he had a very good song and he tried to create a similar song, then he's not interested anymore. He's interesting and he will fail. So in life, you are not dealing with energy. If you are alive, you're creating energy. And if you're dealing with energy, if you're manipulating energy, despite the fact that most people will think, wow, that's amazing, he's dealing with energy and he's healing by energy and all kind of thing, actually, it's nonsense. Why? Because the spirit in its native state creates energy from nothing, and physical things use energy. An engine uses energy. A person creates energy. A body uses energy, convert energy. A spirit create energy. And before you have this distinction, you'll be too tired, too worried, too nothing to actually win.
Yes. So when in regard to other people, we want to be interested in them rather than striving so hard to be interesting.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay, now this current COVID crisis everybody is going through, they're very, very worried about their health and you know, all those kind of issues. Or any things you can tell them that might make them feel better in this situation?
Yes, Corona. A few things. Number one, the first thing you need to do on a personal level is to strengthen your immune system. And if you want to learn how to become immune for any disease, basically what you need to do is to do the Corona Survival Pack. If you want to know how to get it, private message me. I will tell you how to get it. It will change your life. It costs $90 or something like that, or $99. It has 100% money back guarantee. It is 7 lessons, if I'm not mistaken. It's about 20 hours that will teach you everything you need to learn about your body. Okay, that's number one. Handle your body. Once you handle your body, I gave you only an excuse not to worry. It is only it's only an Advil. It's only an Advil because I need you to relax a bit, that to make your body not so much cause, so you can actually start to listen to what's actually you need to listen, which is what's going on with you spiritually. Okay, and how do you control the spirit? And if you want to control the spirit, private message me after you've done the survival pack, or if you feel that you're ready right now, and join the Corona and Cash. And in the Corona and Cash, I'm teaching you how by your spiritual state, you will actually control your business, your income, and how do you stop, and how will you realize that a virus can never kill you unless if you decided that it will kill you. You can take 50 people and having sex with a person that have AIDS. 25 will get it, 25 will not get it. What's the difference? Why? And then if you take another person and you get him to feel bad, he will get the AIDS. And that's been tested not on AIDS, but on different diseases, that you take a person and you put him in a bad mental state and he gets sick, and you get him in a good mental state and nothing can stop him. So you need to learn that. Follow me, private message me, and I will show you exactly how to do it. And the last thing before we finish, because I have another call, the last thing before we finish is I'm doing on Sunday a webinar, a free webinar, that I'm going to teach about the Yoga Sutras. Now, the Yoga Sutras actually are a set of axioms that has been used to describe the actual knowledge of yoga and how you can actually gain control over the physical universe. And the Yoga Sutras is actually a lost knowledge because the actual Yoga Sutras are not known. The last yogi was here 2,560 years ago, and he had abilities to control totally the physical universe. He was senior to the physical universe.
Wow.
By that knowledge alone. And it was lost. And what I'm going to do, I'm not going to teach you the Yoga Sutras. I'm going to teach you something else. I'm going to teach you how to discover them by yourself.
Whoa, it's going to be wonderful. Yes, I'm so excited to see that.
Yeah, so it's going to be just an introduction. It's not the full seminar. The full seminar is like 300 hours, but this is an introduction. And with that introduction, you will see that the power in that knowledge is so great. No wonder it was suppressed. No wonder it disappeared. And you may even find why it was suppressed and by who. Yeah.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Okay, Margaret, thank you very much. You look amazing. I love the colors. I miss you. And thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for joining on Instagram. Thank you for joining on Facebook. Amit and Swapna, thank you for arranging everything in the background and being so unbelievably beautiful, amazing, helpful, just total love. Amit and Swapna, unbelievable. Such nice people. You have to follow Amit. He's an unbelievable coach. He will teach you things that you will not learn anywhere else. He is powerful, beyond powerful. I'm working with him, and every time I work with him, I'm amazed on how smart he is. Follow him. You will see. You will not regret it. And of course, thank you for Gary that always helped me, and for Shamaya behind the scenes that she organizes everything. She moves us all and tells us what to do and everything. And most important, thank you for watching, and please share And last thing. I just started with putting out podcasts. So go to Spotify, type my name, or go to iTunes, type my name, and find my podcast. Listen to the podcast. I will put more and more and more. I just started.
Great.
So yeah, that's all. Thank you. I love you. I'm going to another coaching call. I love you.
Mwah.
Bye-bye.